Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers, and the high-flying, fun-loving Regal Bird bring you now Ozark Jubilee.
So, America's favorite country gentleman, Red Foley! Hey, look at that. Hello, Chelsea, Tulsa. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, what a wonderful, wonderful audience we've got here tonight. I saw somebody holding up a sign, looked like a political convention out there, huh? Well, I'll tell you, folks who know all about such things tell me that there are nearly 15 million people peeking in at this very minute to see what's doing in Springfield, Missouri tonight, and we want to say about 15 million great big hellos to all you folks out there. And tonight's starting off tune is one of our very latest records. Boys, if you'll give me a little... That was last week, you know. This week we've got one of our brand new records called You Little So and So. Hey! Little so and so, look what you've done. You said you loved me so and had your fun. But when the chips were down, I called your hand. But you were bluffing, oh, you so and so. Right about now. I bought you fancy frills from A to Z. And Lacey, you know what, from Paris. But every chance you got, you spent my dough. And two-time me with every Joe, you so and so. Let's go down there. Someday the worm will turn and change his ways. For every underdog will have his day. I'll turn the tables then, your tears will flow. I'll be a so and so, you little so and so.
Going to be back with us again just a little bit, friends. And while he does a real quick double check with the gang backstage to make sure that they're all set for a whole big 60 minutes of singing and shenanigans for you, it's my very pleasant chore to bring out here a pretty young regular on our Jubilee, Miss Vonnie Taylor. And she's going to sing Ever True, Evermore. Vonnie, you're on.
Ever true, evermore will I be. Ever constant, my heart likes to see. Everlasting is my love, like the sun that reigns above, and stars that shine through all eternity. Ever true is the song that I sing. Evermore may the melody ring.
Thank you very much, Vonnie Taylor there. Incidentally, she's from Oklahoma, all you Oklahomans out there. Yes, sir, with ever true, evermore. And as far as I'm concerned, that little lady with that kind of singing can stay around these parts for evermore, I want you to know. Well, so here is something. We've just received some real good news tonight, friends. So many of you have written to our network boss man asking that we be given more time starting 3 weeks from tonight. That is, be given more time. So starting 3 weeks from tonight, July the 2nd, we're going to be able to stretch our program from an hour to an hour and a half. Mercy, mercy. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to try. Yes, sir. We're going to be able to stretch it to an hour and a half, and in order to get this extra 30 minutes, why, we'll have to change our broadcast time everywhere except the Pacific Coast. Of course, your local paper... Your local paper will tell you the exact hour for your area, and as for coming to see the Ozark Jubilee in person, why, you'll have a choice of 2 shows. We're going to start 2 shows, but you'll find out about that when you write to us for ticket order information. So, if you can, why, send us a postcard tonight with your name and address to the Ozark Jubilee, Springfield, Missouri. But right now, here's another good idea for you.
Hi, folks. I'm Jim Nars, and this here is the real, true-life story of Regal Pale beer. It tells all about the highfalutin ingredients that goes into Regal and a real finicky way Regal is brewed and how long it's aged and a whole lot of foamy facts and figures about Regal Pale. And you know what? I don't think any of that's going to persuade you to try a Regal Pale. You see, I figure what you want to know is how Regal tastes when you pour it down your own personal throat. And I'll tell you, Regal tastes like beer. Tastes like a good beer. Tastes like real good beer. In fact, I got a hunch that this bright, bubbly brew will be just about the brightest treat that's tickled your taster in a long time. But you'll never know how much fun and flavor there is in a glass of Regal until you try it for yourself. So next time you're in your tavern or store, why don't you treat yourself to Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers.
Well, so I'm going to be real brief in my introduction of this young fellow, friends, because it's been more than about a month now since he was here with us. I'm anxious to have him step out here and sort of spread his stuff for you. So we'll talk to him a little later about some of the interesting experiences he's had up in that big city of New York and being on Mr. Arthur Godfrey's show. But right now, here is Chief Marvin Rainwater singing, what else could it be but one of his own songs. Daddy's Glad You Come Home.
Well, when you ran away and left me, I was sad enough to die. You didn't give a reason and you didn't say goodbye. And if you did come back, I thought it'd never be the same. I knew that I'd be bitter every time I heard your name. I thought I would hate you just as long as I live. I didn't expect my poor heart to forgive. But when I looked and saw you coming through the front door, I knew I loved you just as much and maybe even more. Oh, your daddy forgives you. Oh, sweet baby, daddy's glad you came home. Yes, your daddy still loves you. Oh, sweet baby, daddy's glad you came home. I didn't expect my poor heart to forgive. But when I looked and saw you coming through the front door, I knew I loved you just as much and maybe even more. Oh, your daddy forgives you. Oh, sweet baby, daddy's glad you came home. Yes, your daddy
sir. Thank you very much. Marvin, it feels wonderful to have you back here on the Jubilee with us. We thought there for about a month we'd lost you up there in New York.
It's really nice to be back there.
Big thrill to be up there, though, wasn't
Yes, sir, it was.
Out the Godfrey, of course. You know, Marvin won the Talent Scout show and appeared there with Mr. Godfrey, for about a month, I believe it was. And I think I heard him say something, Marvin, that I had never heard before. And that was that they used to call you Starvin' Marvin. Is that right?
That's right. I had a buddy. We was in business together, Starvin' Marvin and Snortin' Morton. we called our company the Can't Hardly Logging Company.
The Can't Hardly Logging Company. Well, we'd like you folks to know, too, that Marvin has sacrificed a lot. You gave up a good plumbing job, didn't you, to get to do this? Huh?
Yes, sir.
And he really has sacrificed a lot to try to get into this business and write some fine songs, and you're going to be hearing a lot more of this guy, I'll tell you that. Well, Marvin, it goes for all the gang here. Needless to say that we're real happy to have you back here.
I want to thank all them wonderful people for the nice letters they wrote, and I'm going to answer every one of them.
There they are, right there.
Takes me all night.
You know, incidentally, you remember what you were telling me before showtime here about missing all the chuckles that you used to have at our boy Pete Stamper. You had a special way of introducing him there that you said you'd like to do it, Marvin. You go ahead and do it.
Well, I would like to introduce Pete. Hang me on the clothesline and call me all washed up Stomper. Stomper!
I'm just taking a little free advice tonight. See, a fella wrote down this week, and he said he could tell I had a purity complex, and said this was a sure cure for it. Said you put clothespins on your ears, and it hurts so bad that you forget all about it. But I don't believe it's going to work. You see, my ears is what give me the purity complex to start with. But if you notice anything wrong with me tonight, I'm just fatigued. I usually say tired, but my old buddy Lord Shaver that was in the Army with me come down, and I hadn't seen him for 7 years, and we've been talking Army talk around here since he's been here. That fatigue is Army talk there. That's what it means. You're tired. And all the week, every time we'd go to eat, we'd say we was going to go eat chow. And the kitchen there at the house, that was called a mess hall. And last night for supper, we had some stuff there with the Army name to it. About as close as I'm going to get to it is gravy in distress. Is about that. If any of you old soldiers are sitting down in the front, y'all might pass that back. Reason I remember all these old Army words so well, because I had so much trouble out of them when we first went in. I remember the first day there at camp, I was up in my barracks. We just drove a long ways and was up there resting, and the sergeant hollered, "Fall out." And I was on the second floor of it, and when they holler fall out, they don't really mean fall out. But if a feller's green enough to fall, they don't care. Or at least they didn't say anything to me about it. They lined us up. What they was getting us out for is to give us something to do. And they told fellers to go trash detail and KP and guard. And finally got down to me, and they said, "Stamper," said, "I'm going to send you over on the motor pool." And I thought, looky here, one day in the Army and I'm already getting the motor pool. See, I thought it was a mechanical game of billiards is what I thought it was. But if you don't know what the motor pool is, that's the government used car lot where they don't sell, trade, or swap. And they took me up there and showed me a Jeep and asked me, could I keep it clean? And I told him I could, and he said, well, said it's all yours then. And right then I ought to know that there was something up, because a feller just don't go around giving away Jeeps, especially when it don't belong to him. But he had a racket there of some kind. I ain't been able to figure out the money angle of it yet, but all the time I was there, every time somebody new would come in, he'd give him that Jeep. Ain't no telling how many fellers rode home, told their folks about it, their new Jeep, and wake up the next morning and he'd give it to somebody else. And put me on it, and it couldn't be because I didn't keep it clean, because that first day I cleaned that thing from one end to the other. And the second day I went out there, and there wasn't nothing to do. I just crawled under it and went to sleep. It wasn't long till I felt somebody kick my foot, and I didn't even open my eyes. I just said, "What do you want?" And the sergeant said, "Stamper," said, "What are you doing out there?" I said, "I'm cleaning the Jeep, sir." Of course, he knowed I wasn't cleaning the Jeep because I just cleaned it the day before. Besides that, while I was asleep, he'd give it to somebody else, and they drove it off. I gotta go. I'll see y'all, folks.
Big Stamper friends. And now it's time that I remind you folks all across the nation that the Ozark Jubilee is coming to you from America's crossroads of country music, right here in the Jewel Theater in Springfield, Missouri.
Hi there. Me and my foamy friend, the Regal Bird, got the square dance spirit again tonight. So if you'll all join in and do the steps as I call them out, I bet you'll be surprised how much fun you can have. Okay, let's go. Regal Bird square dance, y'all join in. Here's where you see the fun begin. The Regal Bird sings out loud and clear. Everybody swallow Regal Pale beer. Get yourself a can or bottle this minute. Doesn't matter which, long as Regal's in it. Pour it cool and bright and clear. Here's what you call a glass of beer. Now, everybody give a great big grin. Open up your mouth, pour some Regal in. Pretzels, popcorn, crackers, and cheese. I'll have another glass of Regal, please. Regal Bird Square Dance. Hear those cheers for one of America's two great beers.
Well, sir, I guess just about every man, woman, or child that's ever opened the covers of a geography book knows that the Ozarks is a big dairy cattle country. And, of course, that means that we're especially interested in the fact that June is National Dairy Month. So if I can prevail upon the light man and the cameraman, we'd like to introduce someone in the audience. We'd like to have you welcome Missouri's Miss Maid of Milk, Miss Shirley Langley of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and it's a real pleasure to have you with us, Shirley. Where are you? Sitting right over there. Isn't that a pretty lady? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real wonderful to have you folks have you here with us, Shirley. I got a daughter named Shirley down in Texas. I hope she's listening tonight. Well, as we told you last Saturday night, the Foggy River boys are out making personal appearances, and we look forward to having them back next week. But in the meantime, I've done a little scouting around and come up with a dot recording group here, a wonderful bunch of boys, the Commodores, singing one of their very latest Randy Woods records, is it, boys? Better known by Dot, huh? Called Riding on a Train.
Looking for my baby, I got to bring her back. I'm all mixed up, I can't even sleep. Wearing my shoes on the wrong feet, for she's been gone way too long. When I find her, I will tell her I was wrong. Riding on a train, hurrying down the track, gotta bring my baby back.
even help her pack. I'll be more than happy to get my baby back. She's been gone away too long. When I find her, I will tell her I was all wrong. Here I'm on a train, hurrying down the track. Gotta get my baby back.
In their stall, a boy by the name of Pat Boone with Dot Records, as we know very well, doing good, too. Commodores will be back again on the second half of our show, friends. Right now, we'd like to call a young lady out here to help us sing a song that we recorded with Miss Kitty Wells. Vonnie Taylor, if you come out here, and you and I'll stand here and play Make-Believe, huh? And that's the cue, boys, for the song called Make-Believe.
Just pretend that it's true.
Just pretend that it's true. Make believe you have me. I'll make believe I have you. We'll make believe till we can make it come true.
You belong to another.
You belong to another. I belong to someone too, but they can't seem to see that our love just has to be. We'll make believe till we can make it come true. Someday up above,
we'll understand our kind of love.
We'll understand our kind of love.
We know a love like ours is real.
I know just the way you feel. We'll make believe till we can make it come true. Make believe that we're happy. Just pretend that it's true. Make believe you have me. I'll make believe I have you. We'll make believe till we can make it come true.
Thank you a lot, Red and Vonnie. Say, incidentally, friends, you know, we're very proud of that Red Foley Kitty Wells record, of that fine song. It's now in its 15th week on the National Country and Western Hit Parade. Well, you know, square dancing time on tonight's Ozark Jubilee means a return appearance of a very talented group of teenagers who organized when they were all students at Southwest Missouri State College, and they're all recognized now as one of the top sets in the country. So here with their caller now, L.D. Keller on the Promenaders. about closes the first half hour of tonight's Ozark Jubilee, friends. But before I forget it, I want to mention that Red Foley's special guest next week will be the York brothers of King Records and the world's champion rodeo cowboy, Casey Tibbs. So you be sure to be with us, because we know you're going to enjoy meeting them.
Kind of bothersome pushing the lawnmower around the yard on a warm day. There's one good thing you can say for it, though. Sure makes a nice cold glass of Regal taste awful good. Of course, you don't have to mow the lawn to enjoy cooling off with this bubbly, Regally refreshment. You can wash the car or, well, maybe work in the garden. Or actually, you can just sit around doing a whole lot of nothing, because you always get the same amazing sparkle, fun, and flavor in every glass of Regal Pale. And these days, with the weather fair and warmer, you want plenty of Regal, good and colder. So tonight, join the Regal Bird Watchers and take home a cool, carefree case of Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers. Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers, invite you to join us next week for Ozark Jubilee. And meanwhile, here's Regal Bird's thought for the week. Don't go through life with your nose to the grindstone, your shoulder to the wheel, and your ear to the ground. You can't drink Regal in that position.
This is ABC Television Network.